Hey, it's Kevin Toffel with GigaOhm, and today I want to show you the first look and impressions that I have of the Samsung Galaxy Nexus. This is the first phone with Android 4.0, otherwise known as Ice Cream Sandwich. I had to order it from the UK because it's not available here in the United States just yet. It should be available soon. We're hearing sometime this month on Verizon, and then it would follow in a GSM version for other carriers perhaps. So I ordered it from the UK, had it shipped here, got here yesterday. And it was very nice of the company in the UK, Handtech, to send this little handy travel universal adapter because I can use this to plug in here in the States, or I could switch over and use this in Europe, so on and so forth. It's a surge protector and the whole shebang. I didn't expect that. That was very nice. There was no extra charge for that. I should mention right away that the European model that I have in my hand here of the Galaxy Nexus, it actually charges via micro USB, so I don't need that travel adapter. I can actually just plug this into any standard micro USB charger here in the US. So anyway, here's the box. It's really long. It was surprising when I got it, but then again, it's a kind of a big phone, so let's open up the box. It's really nice. You get this little, I don't know if you can see the Google Nexus robot there. We've got the phone itself, which I've already set up a little bit. Here it is. Let me unlock it with my face. It couldn't find my face because I wasn't quick enough. So I used the backup plan, and there you go. That's a 4.65-inch screen, and it's 1280 by 720 pixels. The resolution is phenomenal on this thing. I'm going to put this aside. We'll obviously take a closer look, but let's go through real quick what else is in the box. The warranty card and the quick start guide, which I never look at. I did get a pair of headphones here. I haven't even opened them. I have so many headphones it's ridiculous, but okay, it looks like these are nice in-ear headphones, which I won't wear while I'm running, but I could certainly wear around the house. And there should be a microphone. Yeah, I see a microphone here as well, right there in line with, looks like, one button. So I'll have to play with that and see what that does. Obviously you get a USB cord. Let's take the plastic off. It goes USB to micro USB, very standard stuff. And other than that, inside the box all I have is just a little charger and USB adapter again for Europe. So I won't be using this here in the States, but I'll hang on to it for when I go to Europe. So that's what's in the box. Let's take a closer look at this, compare the size of it and the display to some other phones, especially the iPhone 4S, which I'm really enjoying using that. Let's take a look. Okay, so here it is. It's the Galaxy Nexus. This is a pentaband device that works on T-Mobile or AT&T here in the US. And you can see the 4.65-inch display I mentioned. It's slightly curved. As you can see here, it's curved at the bottom. And the bottom little bit of it uses shows the software buttons for Android. So there are no hardware buttons, but they do take up some of the screen space. So usable space is probably more like 4.5 inches. Let's take a look though. Nothing on the bottom, as I've said. You've got a speaker here and a front-facing video camera. I've used this for Google Talk, works really well. On the left-hand side, we've got just a standard up-down volume rocker. Nothing on the top. On the right side, we've got a power button and some pins for docking mechanisms. I like the button on the right-hand side. That's just me personally. On the very bottom, we've got the micro USB port for charging and syncing data. We've got the microphone jack here, and then a headphone jack on the bottom. On the back side, we've got the camera sensor, which is 5 megapixel. Some people are not too happy about that, but the images that I've taken so far, stills and up to 1080p video, have looked pretty decent. So I think a good sensor was at least used here. We've got an LED flash, and on the bottom we've got the speaker for hands-free use. I don't have the cover on quite right, so I'm going to take that off, which I was going to do anyway. It's very thin. It's a piece of plastic. The phone otherwise is feels very solid, well made. Here we've got our SIM slot. I have a T-Mobile SIM in there now. I've done a speed test on T-Mobile, 9.5 megabits per second down, 1.7 up, and I'll test out AT&T over the weekend. Here's the battery. I can't say anything about the battery use yet because I've only had the phone for a day, but I can tell you that the NFC chip or NFC antenna is actually in the battery, so third-party batteries may not be an option for those who want to use NFC. Let's see if I can put this back on correctly this time. Easiest way is to go right down the seam until all the little clips pop in. Oh, and I blew it again. Let's get it just right. There, I think we got it now. Yeah, I think I'm still missing a clip there, but I'll deal with that later. Let's turn on the display. This is 1280 by 720p. I've got it set up for face detection, so let's see if that works. Here we go. That's me, and it opens. So there you go. Good viewing angles on this display. It's Super AMOLED. Again, 1280 by 720p. Some people are complaining about the pen tile display, saying they can see pixels or because the green pixels are shared amongst other pixels. And my technical answer to that would be, I don't see the problem here. I suppose if I were to look with a magnifying glass, I might see some pixels and such, but that's not how I use my smartphone, so that's all I'm going to say there. Android 4.0 is just beautiful. It's well refined. It's Android grown up. That's no better way of saying it. We still have our notification shade. I can take any individual notification and swipe it, which is great. There's a fast one-touch settings button here as well. Multiple home screens, widgets. I've added widgets, and you can certainly drag them, move them, and so on, just like before. And then you've got these nice little folders too, which I'll take Google Voice out of that folder. You can see it's gone. Now I'll put it back in there. You've seen this before. I'm not going to say where, but all the Google bits are all in here. They're actually prearranged in a folder for me, which is nice. Here's our non-hardware buttons, back, home, and running programs. So what I'm going to do is actually show you the running programs. We can switch between them. Let's go over to the market for a second. Market looks beautiful, bright colors. Some may say oversaturated. I kind of like it, but that's just me. The nice thing is, if you don't want an app to run anymore, you simply just like WebOS. It's a beautiful thing. And then we can go back. Let me show you the applications. Here's our various apps, which also goes into the widgets as well. I'll show you that in a second, but as you can see the animation here, as I pull these away, the next ones come up, which is very nice. Yes, it's eye candy, but I like it. There's our widgets. We can add those. And that's that. So let me go back home. Browser's been pretty good. I have seen an issue with it though. I'm going over to The Verge. I've already loaded this site. It's reloading over Wi-Fi right now. They have a very heavy site. This is their desktop site. And once it finally loads, I was actually reading a story. If you'll notice, the text is not flowing all the way across that column, and I'm not sure why that is. If I go into landscape, it's fine. I found a setting that tries to force the text or the website into the screen. Then when I zoom in, it won't automatically reformat the text to fit the screen. So something doesn't seem quite right. It may be a setting, but out of the box, this has not worked quite right for me. So we've got multiple tabs if we want them. Here I was looking at Tech Meme earlier. There it is. I mean, it's just text, so it's nothing too fancy. I'll just tap one of the pages there so we can get a better look. Paid content, there we go. This is their mobile site, which is formatted nicely. If I go to the regular site, I'm sure I'm going to see the same content format problem, that I saw before. And I'm not sure why that is. It's almost like it's stuck on the zoom. But again, maybe it's something I changed inadvertently. I don't know. But I do like this. And I also like the fact that all of my bookmarks were synced over from Google Chrome. I did not put these bookmarks in here, but if you go to my desktop right now, that's what you will see. Those are my bookmarks, just synced right over. Synced right over? I don't know how to say it, but synchronized over. That's probably the best way. So let's see. I was watching a video last night. I rented a $1 video from Google. So we'll go into videos. Larry Crown. Oh, it's run out of time, so I cannot show you. Let me see if I can get a preview, though. That would be nice, because I watched this movie, and it was quite good on this screen. I'm not saying the movie was good, but the experience was good. I'll have to go to the market real quick. And movies. I guess my 24 hours is up on Larry Crown. I wanted to watch it again. Bummer. I thought it was a cute, funny movie. All right, 99-cent movies. Well, here, maybe we can get the preview of it. Where is the preview? There we go. I don't know if the preview is in HD, but I rented this movie in HD, so let me hold it like this till we get going. There you go.
What'd they say? You have to listen twice.
It looks phenomenal.
Very crowned at the common break area? It's Employee of the Month Day. How many will this be? Oh, I'm not saying. Very crowned.
Great viewing angles.
With time to a parting of the ways.
And that's definitely HD. That's an HD movie, the same quality movie that I watched last night, so quite impressive. Alright, so what else can we show here? We'll go back. I could go into email. I don't know what email is waiting for me, so there could be some surprises here. Let me take this off screen. Alright, well, here you can see we've got a couple emails. I'm just staying put because I don't know what email I have in there, but my wife sent me an email. Here's what it looks like. Send it from her iPhone, of course, and here you got all your controls down below. It looks very much like the web-based desktop version of Gmail. It works really, really well. Go back to, you can archive labeled, the whole shebang. Mark is not important, so on and so forth. Let me go back, and if I tap inbox, you can see all my different folders or labels. I can hit show all labels, and there they all are, all the ones I use, and go back to my inbox. So it's quite good, quite good. We'll take a quick peek at the camera. Nothing very interesting to take pictures of in here, but the controls are pretty nice. I'm just gonna, I just snapped 4 pictures just like that. We can go look at them. They're not very exciting, obviously, but whoops, there we go. It shows you all your pictures down below so you can quickly get to one. Here's one I took of the cat with the sun behind her this morning. I think it looked pretty good. You can edit these. Let me get over here to the menu. Where's my menu? There's my menu. You can say edit. You can apply filters. I'll make her kind of black and white. There we go. Very nice. We can undo that. There we go. You can crop, red eye reduction, face glow, straighten, rotate, flip. There's a bunch you can do. Sharpen. I don't need to sharpen it, but we will anyway. Ooh, wow, that's really sharp. And then you can save it. It's easy to share. Just hit the share button just like you always could. Anything that you have installed that shares pictures will allow you to do so. So I could shoot up to Facebook if I wanted. In any case, so far I'm actually impressed by the camera. Some, as I said, may not be. But anyway, that's the quick look I wanted to give. There's obviously so much more to look here. In the settings in particular, we can set data usage limits at the app level for the phone. You see how much data each app has used. I mean, I can't say this enough or stress this enough. This is Android grown up. It's well refined. It's much more intuitive to use. It's much more, how do I want to say it? It's consistent. It's a very consistent interface. So, you don't have buttons all over the place going to the top left, to the top right, bottom left, like you did with Honeycomb. So if you take away one thing about Android 4.0, that's the thing I would take away from that. And I would say right now, my early impressions are this is the Android smartphone to beat. We will see better hardware, I'm sure, right around the corner after CES, but I would prefer the pure Nexus experience that lets me do what I want the way I want. So I opted to pay full price for this phone, and as far as I know, I'm going to keep it, unless I determine something in my review that's forthcoming that tells me there's really a reason not to. So hope you enjoyed it. Stay tuned for a full review of the Galaxy Nexus.